I just...
Just so you know, we're...
Okay, now we're live.
Sorry.
So they can hear us.
Got it. People, eh?
Okay, but Chihuahua, tell me, like 3 months?
Yeah, it's like 3 months. You're right. I took a picture. It's very adorable.
I would love to see.
And I'm not one like for small dogs per se, but this small dog.
Yeah, small dogs.
Is like mega
Oh
cute.
my goodness.
Okay, yeah.
It's just
cute.
like
It's the size of your... Oh my
I
gosh.
know. It's like the size of my hand. It's so cute.
Oh my gosh, can I
What's
borrow
its
it for a
name?
day and snuggle it?
Yeah. Very cute.
My cat is not a snuggler.
No.
So my new cat, yeah. And I come from like, you know, Macaloo, who could not like get close enough to me. And now Esther's just like, don't freaking pick me up.
Right? Is there a point in getting a pet if it's not going to cuddle you? I mean, there is. But, like, for me, you know, I'm like, get over here and be spooning. I don't know what it is that you're doing not spooning me.
I'm working on her.
Yeah,
it hasn't even been a year that I've had her yet.
Yeah.
I got her at 7, right?
Yeah.
She's a rescue, so like she's set in her ways.
Totally.
But like I've definitely softened her up a little bit.
Yeah.
I rescued my dog like 2 years ago or so, and she's just getting to the point now where she's starting to cuddle. I had to break her for forever.
She
So
instantly was like, I got her when she was like 3, and she was like underfed and everything.
Yeah.
And oh yeah, she's like so good with my daughter. Like my daughter is 9. She has autism. She can be a little rough sometimes.
yeah.
Ella's just like, yeah, no, I'll follow you forever.
Aw.
Like, whatever you do, it's fine.
Yeah, that's great.
But she sounds super mean, so that's great.
Yeah,
Keeps people out of my yard.
for sure. She's a sweetheart. I like this brindle.
Yeah, she's a boxer greyhound.
Is she leaning on you super hard?
Yeah.
she's like,
My
"That's
dog does
so
this too. She's
yeah.
about 65 pounds. She likes to kind
Oh
of
my gosh.
sit there and yeah.
She's such a cutie. Such a
Take
sweetheart.
care. Good
Cute.
So like, yes, I need my...
Gotta keep
in
the
case I have a
friends.
hack attack.
What do you call it? Caesars?
Just, yeah.
Oh.
Caesar's
Well, it's beer and clam.
Yeah.
Beer and Caesar.
I used to. Yeah. I've done that many a time. A beerzer, or as some people
I feel
say.
like that's the only time like I really drink is Friday nights. I have a beer and a
We have
Caesar.
a
Yeah.
few on a Friday.
And then
Yeah.
Yeah.
What am I doing here? Upbeat and happy.
That's
It was
my
like-
drinking too, pretty much.
It was like it used to be like my hangover drink. It was like, let's have a beer and clam first
Oh.
to like get things going.
They're called chiladas, right?
Yeah,
Chiladas, that's the
I
name.
used to have regulars that come into the Metis Lounge on
Hi,
Sunday
Hannah.
morning, and they'd always have orange Bacardis because they said that was like orange juice. I was like,
Oh.
all right.
I know we drank Caesars when we were hungover when I worked in the bars,
Yeah.
and it was always like extra Worcestershire sauce.
Yeah, that's how I drink mine.
Yeah.
Gin.
Super
Dark.
spicy, really dark.
Dark and spicy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dark and muddy.
Yeah.
Or muddy and spicy.
Whoever
I don't know.
knows.
How do you say it?
I don't know.
Muddy
I was a
and-
terrible bartender for a time.
I was a great bartender
Me
for a
too.
time.
Yeah, I was not me.
I still make a lot of money. I just love.
Yeah, you're working tomorrow, right?
I am tomorrow night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can,
Where is it?
a stool if you would like to sit.
Oh,
Yeah, so
I
this is where you're
see.
gonna sit. I'm
We
gonna
only have
sit
2,
right
A
here.
stool
so
for
like
sitting.
I'll stand.
Why don't you get one?
Well, because we only have 2 right now.
Okay.
So sorry, I'm beside you. I'm gonna make you look super tiny because I'm very tall. So I apologize in advance. Yeah, because I'm as tall
Wait,
as you're
I
sitting
think I
down.
got this.
Don't make it awkward by like saying it out loud.
If I sit up
you know?
straight, it's gonna be totally fine.
Oh, that's
I love
so
it.
funny.
I'm the tallest.
Yeah.
Just kidding. But this is for you.
Oh, thank
No,
you.
this is mine. That's yours. Over
Yeah,
there.
I have one for you here if you would like some water.
Sure.
This is your drink.
Uh-huh.
Just try to keep it under.
You gotta drink 4 to 6 energy drinks a day to keep it, to keep it
Yikes.
going.
That's what you're into, energy
I'm
drinks?
just, well, yeah. And I don't drink 4 to 6 a day.
Do
That's
you drink coffee?
not as religiously as some.
Okay.
I do drink the coffee,
I'm
but
addicted to coffee. I
it's
drink
more-
like 4 or 5 a day.
it's I think that, in the past people have found it unacceptable that I don't drink more coffee and have taken steps to like do something
try
about
to
that.
drink more
You like
coffee?
wake
Oh
up
my
and there's just
God.
one there, and I'm like, guess I'm drinking that.
I did it wrong.
Will you put water in there?
Yeah. Silly
That's
me.
okay. That's so funny. You're like, I fucked it up.
Totally did it backwards. Can I hide it like that?
We always joke that for the most of the 10 minutes, we're just trying to find music that sounds awesome. That's not copyright. But we
Oh,
never find it,
yeah.
so we switch songs like so many times.
Now, are they out just, Do they have folks just scanning the airwaves for a
Yeah.
cop? They
If
do.
we do
Oh,
a copyright,
like
Some serious enforcement.
yeah.
It was the next day.
The
Oh,
next day
damn,
we
The
got
eh?
next day we got a
copyright,
copyright
Yeah, yeah.
claim.
Damn.
Yeah, but it's only if we make money on the video. And
Oh,
they can
okay.
come after us.
Right, but otherwise it's just like a fuck
It's just-
off and don't do it again.
Well,
we
there's like a
found-
copyright
yeah.
claim, so
Yeah.
they're like, yeah,
But they
found
you're
out that
watching
you-
this video.
Yeah.
You know, you know when you like download a film illegally? You've
Yeah.
heard of these pirated films,
I
right?
was gonna say
that,
pirating.
that the kids are doing. The you get like those internet, you know, you get the email from like
Yeah.
Shaw being like, don't do. Is it similar to that?
What? You get an email? From
Yeah,
Shaw?
they're like, don't do that. That's what they say.
Holy crap! I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's not all of them,
Yeah.
but I feel like, you know, like if you like a Disney movie or something, like a new Disney movie, that's gonna be pretty hot. Like the
Yeah.
odds of you getting caught on that one are much higher
Yeah.
than say
Wow.
like, you know, Ernest Goes to Camp. I feel like less
Underrated movie.
people are like
Yeah, yeah,
invested
yeah.
in Ernest Goes to Camp
They're like,
somehow.
we'll pay you to download that.
Yeah,
one.
that's right.
What up, Brooklyn? Hey.
Hello, Hannah. Hello,
Okay, so a
Brooklyn.
little rundown. Our camera is right up there.
Oh, word.
We always get caught looking at this because we see ourselves. Everything's backwards on the screen. Live chat's over there.
So you try to point over there. It's
It's
yeah.
oh, actually over
Got
there.
it.
It's weird.
Yeah. So if you do this, it'll show over there.
Okay.
Well,
That's good to know.
Not really, but
What up,
yeah.
Beverly? Hey.
Hello, Beverly.
Got all quiet. Yeah. Now you getting nervous?
No, I'm good. I was reading things. Am I getting? Is it the closer I get to that, the louder I am? I
Yeah,
don't want
that's
that.
right.
Well,
As long as that doesn't hit into the red.
Oh yeah,
So
yeah.
you can be
All right,
really
yeah, yeah.
loud.
we all know that I can't scream. I had a voice test today.
Yeah.
Oh
I
yeah.
went to a voice clinic.
And they-
well, because like my voice gets so raspy and stuff, especially more so after my surgery, and yeah, my voice gets like really tired and stuff sometimes.
Yeah.
So yeah, I had this like big metal rod stuck down my throat today.
Crazy.
Sounds pleasant.
And I had to go into a microphone and go,
I was like, see, you always knew you were a superstar.
You're right. They're like, here, just hold this. And I'm like, oh.
I can do that.
Like, this is comfortable.
Oh, it's super funny.
You're so cute. Hi.
Yeah, she's a sweetie. 9 years old already.
Yeah, hey.
Look at her sweater. It's just like coming off her shoulders.
Mine's like 5-ish.
Yeah. I can't even, like, tickle my kid. She thinks I'm, like, hurting her, and then she's like, "Rrr." I
Oh,
was like,
yeah.
you know what? I feed you.
You both exist because of
Right?
me.
Yeah. What up, Baron?
Oh, I love you too, Hannah.
Our special guest is...
Special
Paul.
guest Paul from Lowlands.
Boop, 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 boop.
Boop,
I got a
boop, boop.
dog.
My extra low voice.
Extra. There's a puppy here, so I'm set.
For sure.
Got everything I need.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's like, I'll love
She
you.
typically like will either lay here on my feet or on
Yeah.
the couch there.
On the love, on the...
Oh.
Likes to be involved.
Yeah. What'd you...
I found a googly eye.
Oh man. You
This
don't
is
want to
Mike, our Mike.
lose
You
your.
see?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I think I was just saying the other day to a friend how, you know, underutilized googly eyes are. And there should just,
We
because
had
like
so many. I have so
everything's better with googly eyes.
Oh,
When
we
I
don't have
hit,
any more goose traps.
many. Goose traps.
Ghost
When I hit
traps.
100,000 on TikTok,
Gotta catch those goose.
for 100,000 on TikTok, I glued like 1,000 googly eyes to my face.
That's so many.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
was, like,
it
made a
was.
video. I was
That's
like,
why we had so
I
many googly
really
faces.
love you and I.
Googly faces, googly eyes. I
Googly
mean,
eyes, yeah.
I love it.
And then some people on TikTok are always like, got to complain about something. Everybody's like, you need a trigger warning. There's like some kind of phobia people have about like googly eyes.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah?
I
Well,
didn't know that. I was like, well, way to tell me now. I had no idea.
I'm really curious if this is gonna switch on its own.
Yeah.
wait,
I
what?
guess we'll see. So it used to switch
So
screens.
OBS is really confusing.
Sure.
Has a mind of its own. The program we use to
Sure.
live stream.
I like it.
Hello, Ethan Shorts.
What up?
So it's, you know,
It's gonna, yeah, it's
it
gonna
might
do
not
its
just
thing.
automatically switch over. I might have to do it manually.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'm excited to see what's gonna happen.
I know, me too.
Yeah.
See, it's 17 seconds.
Oh, it's 9 o'clock.
And this is
But
what's,
yeah,
it's
we're
getting
We're almost
very.
there.
We're
We
almost
want to
there.
see it.
Oof.
10,
You ready for
Nine.
this?
I
You ready for
maybe.
this, Paul?
8,
I might be.
7, 6,
5, 4, 3,
Go.
2,
1.
1. And we're live.
Did it switch? It didn't switch by itself.
No, I didn't do it. Oh, there it is. Now it's switched. Yay!
Happy Friday, everybody. We're
Happy
Two Big
Friday.
Girls. And we are here with our very special guest,
Paul.
from Lowlands Education.
Yo.
That's him right there. So
Oh,
go
yeah,
and
that
give
is
him
me.
a follow.
Look at your little pop-up.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Just
You
let
got
you
a
know.
little pop-up.
Now could
Wow.
catch a change your font because it's
Everything-
not good for pop-ups.
Yeah, everything
Yeah.
is backwards. You're right. And now I'm trying to figure out where it is that I am. Something like that.
Right? Isn't that
Right?
weird?
Yeah, it is.
It's
It is a little
strange.
weird.
Especially when the mushrooms hit you because you're like, wait a minute.
Right, yeah.
Where am I going?
Or when
Oh.
we're like trying to point at something and we're like that. No, oh, like it takes you a few times to
Just
get
a
it right.
minute to
Yeah.
kind of get that going.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair.
So what's up, Paul?
Hello. Yeah. What's up? What's going on? What's
Happy Friday, everybody.
Yeah.
Happy Friday.
What's going
Thanks for
on?
joining us.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's us right there.
Go follow our things.
Go
Yep.
follow everybody but me.
Cupcake
You know?
says that, but go follow her. It's funny.
I don't.
Oh, and we
I'm
also
private. I
joined.
won't accept you.
We also joined Social Club.
Oh yeah.
Do you know a Social Club?
No, I don't. What's that?
We didn't either until today. That.
Oh.
Go and
Okay.
scan
Yeah,
that.
we're telling people, leave it up for a second. Tell people to take out your phones, scan it, and it's a social media app.
Yeah.
For
That's super
weed.
cool.
Yeah.
Oh,
Follow us.
okay.
Yeah.
So a lot of people are switching to this because Instagram is deleting a lot of posts.
That's
Yeah.
fair, yeah.
Yeah.
And it is very difficult with,
Yeah.
to exist within marketing guidelines and then,
Yes.
Instagram and Facebook guidelines on top of that has made it, very difficult
Very
to
difficult.
kind of do anything. I mean, I actually originally had the word cannabis in my business name
Okay.
and then changed it because it was, it was just kind of inviting, my posts getting pulled down and things like that. So
Yeah.
you kind of got to get a little tricky
a
with
little
it.
creative.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
So you know all those little
So
tricks and so yeah, tell us
some
about your
of them,
business.
yeah. Well,
What's your business called? When did it start?
Yeah, for sure.
What
So
do you do?
What do I
What's
do?
your favorite color?
What is traditionally it's been blue.
When were you born?
I've always like
Yeah.
it was born in the spring of 1979. The so
Aren't you 1980?
no, I'm 1979.
Okay, we were 1 year apart.
Yeah.
But you're March 14th, right?
March 6th.
That's
What?
my brother's birthday.
Oh.
I seriously thought you were March 14th.
Why
I
would
thought
you
that,
think?
I thought that's why we totally hit it off the first time we met. We were like, oh my gosh, our last names and our birthdays.
That's right. I know. I forgot about the birthday thing. If I'm being perfectly honest, I remember that we had the
Totally
same
fine.
last name, but I totally forgot about the birthday. But yeah, Lowlands Education is a company I started last year, and basically it was kind of in response to this new market that we have, and you're having a kind of a flood of new retailers come in, and you're having a kind of a range of folks and a range of education and knowledge levels and experience levels kind of coming into the market. So, you're getting kind of just a wide variety of people. So I saw a bit of a gap there in that, stores are always kind of asking the reps that come in to sell the weed to like help them out because they've seen the market and stuff, but ultimately they just don't have a lot of time
Yeah.
to be doing that. They have so many accounts to service and all these things. So I ended up starting a company to kind of fill that role. So I'm focusing on cannabis education, sales training. I also do some back end work, so administrative, compliance, inventory.
Wow.
So I was in retail management for like 20 years, and I was in cannabis for about 3 years. So it's kind of given me enough of a view of the market to be able to try and do something new. And certainly, not new. There's other folks doing what I'm doing in Canada and in the U.S., but it's really exciting to be in there. I really focus on working with independent accounts. So I'm really focused on working with the independents of Manitoba, and soon hope to be kind of branching into Saskatchewan and then Alberta and kind of carrying that through.
Nice.
And then next year, hopefully
Like
have a web.
prairies.
Yeah.
Yeah, lowlands, flatlands.
You got it. So yeah, it's really nice. So, I kind of work on the side of like brand creation. So recently I worked with Baba Cannabis, who just opened in Headingley.
Okay.
And, did some training with them, recommended some products and some marketing ideas as well. So, and then other times it's just kind of going in and helping out where I can. So
That's awesome.
yeah.
I'd be like the best trainer. I'd be like, this weed, good.
Extra.
Still good.
Still, also this one.
Yeah,
This one,
good.
extra good.
Extra good. Yeah.
This one, not so great.
For sure.
Can you overdose on cannabis? No.
No. You
Will
might
it kill you? No.
No. You might cry on the floor in a
You might
puddle for a
freak
while.
out. Yeah.
But yeah, that's
If
I mean
you
you're not gonna
puke,
die.
That's called green out.
Yeah.
There you go, Hannah.
Yeah, there it is.
Okay, Don Fulio
Burner
says,
wants your info. Okay, I've been
Burner?
seeing stuff on Social Club about Burner and cookies. What do you mean by this, Don Fulio?
so Don Fulio is a person that watches every Friday night. They know a ton about cannabis. Sometimes have an attitude like a little brother, and we love them. But we have no idea who they are.
Oh,
but they know
okay.
everybody in the cannabis community.
Yeah.
Say that we haven't met them before. And-
Interesting.
They're from
Yeah,
Winnipeg.
they're from Winnipeg,
Oh.
but they really know their shit about like cannabis.
So it's like okay, so
But they
there's like
might,
a
have-
mystery.
Yeah, it's definitely a mystery.
Yeah, we have ideas on who they are.
Mm.
Yet,
We
but
figured out
we're
that they
not
have
for sure.
a Q-tip collection in the basement.
Well, Ray figured that out.
Oh my, yeah.
It's a museum.
It's a museum.
Q-tip
So
museum.
by
Yeah.
figured out you mean you've
Yeah.
made up a
I've
story.
made up a
Yeah,
story
okay.
about who they
Just
are.
clarifying.
We really hope that one day they'll come on the show.
And
we'll-
Don Fulio has
Yeah.
a pop-up too. Like, who
Oh,
are you?
Yeah.
amazing. I love
Who
it.
are you?
I love that.
Yeah.
so good.
Yeah.
So business
So
marketing, eh?
Don Julio. Yeah, so yeah, it's I'm kind of just doing, I think as the business kind of, progresses, I'll dial it in a little bit more like
Do you want to share joints or no?
sure.
Yeah? Oh,
Yeah,
like,
we'll
totally up to
we'll
you.
be fine. I think that
You only catch
We'll be-
herpes once,
yeah,
right?
this-
We'll be fine until tomorrow.
That's what they say.
What are we smoking right now?
Right now, we are smoking. It was from
Oh, Canendo.
Canendo.
yes, the Canendo,
We got 4 different strains. Sorry, I'm
the
very
good lemon.
sweaty today.
It's been in the package for about a week and a half though, so it's a little bit dry.
We also got 4 different strains.
Yeah,
To try.
Where's this going? Going that way?
And we don't know.
where the fourth one is. It's a mystery.
It
And we also
happens.
don't know which is which.
Yeah.
Ah, yeah.
So we got 1 lemon, 1 lime, 1 something, and another something.
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah.
It's gonna
So
be good.
So we're happy though that we got the nugs because we have this thing where a lot of pre-rolls are pre-rolled with raw papers, and we don't like raw papers.
Got it.
They like burn.
It's not
the
only,
throat.
I know,
Yeah.
middle seat.
You're
you
gonna get
extra
extra
big.
You're gonna get
Yeah.
extra big.
I was like,
We don't
The more
mind.
bigs you get, the more you forget.
Yeah, we don't
and
mind
then
if you double puff.
Not at all. We won't call you out or hate you for it.
all right, fair. That's good. It's good to know.
I've been that person a million times.
What's up, little devil? So yeah, do you
Oh, yeah.
do you like the pre-rolls?
Oh,
Do you like the
little
papers? Do
devil.
you like raw papers? That's 4 questions
That's
in one.
it's so many questions.
Okay, what did you just
I'm typically, I like my bong. I'm about to kind of, I think, start making a bit of a pull away from flour.
Okay.
And whereas I just don't
What?
want to be smoking like multiple grams a day of like flour, so I just want to
Yeah.
get a little more into rosins and resins
Yeah,
and
yeah.
like give my lungs that I've
Yeah.
punished relentlessly for 25 years or so. They just need a fucking break, and if I'm gonna make it for another 25 years, I just need to stop
And I feel like
consuming
you
large
take
amounts
one-
of organics.
Yeah, you take one dab and it's equivalent to like 2 joints. Almost,
For
right?
sure. So I'm
yeah.
gonna pick up some new accessories and kind of set myself up to get into.
Do you have a dab setup right now?
I have a rig, but I'd like to get an e-rig or
Okay,
like the
yeah,
new
yeah.
Pulsar sipper looks pretty nuts.
Yeah,
So I'm gonna check that out.
that's amazing.
I just saw
What's up?
something here.
What?
Don Fulio knows you.
Knows me.
Yep.
The plot thickens.
Oh,
Know your guests too.
I totally know who it is now.
Yeah,
Oh, and we were right.
we were right.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
That's hot.
I don't know.
I'm pretty
I'm
sure.
in the middle.
I'm
Huh.
pretty sure.
Huh.
Right? It's
It's gotta be.
who we talked about recently.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's gotta be. It's gotta be. It's been so fun.
And if it is you, we adore you. But please don't tell us because then the fun is over.
I
So great.
So,
don't recall.
yeah,
I
if
gotta
it is you, I
remember,
love
look at
you.
this
But
thing.
like you probably know a lot of people, Paul, right? So, like,
I know some folks.
you've been
You
in the
know,
cannabis community for.
a couple years now. Yeah, I got in 2019, and I was a regional manager, so I had the pleasure of working with Peguis First Nation and opening Flint and Embers, which was like the first independent retailer in Manitoba.
Yeah.
So I got to do that and got to do it more or less from the ground up. I did have like a boss, but she was in Toronto, and you know, I talked to her a little bit here and there, and she definitely provided some guidance, but I got to execute basically all of that. And then about halfway through the open, Emardine pulled out. That partnership kind of dissolved, and I ended up taking the reins for all of it. So
Crazy.
got
That's
kind of a crazy crash course into retail, and opened 2 weeks before COVID hit, or 2 weeks after COVID hit, apologies. So it was like the beginning of April or whatever when that happened the first time, and we opened on May 20th. So it was like, you know.
You were able to stay open though because it was like deemed a necessity.
That's right, yeah. But we were like wearing the gloves then, and like, you know, when everything was ready at the beginning,
was
and it was
the business like really was it really busy because so many people were staying at home? Did you find like
did you get like extra busy and people are coming and dropping like because they got $2,000 a month?
Not particularly. Like there was some of that for sure, but I think that, you know, most stores when they open up, they take 3 to 6 months to really establish their demo. You know, there's still folks kind of rolling in the door being like, oh, you guys are here, you know, months and kind of months in. And it doesn't seem to matter whether it's rural, in the city, corporate or independent, that idea of just, and I think it's because of our marketing restrictions, which we kind of, you know, it just, but, you know, put a big fucking sign on the sidewalk and let it ride, you know, like what else are you going to do? You got to get out there in like the weed suit and like dance around or something. Because like, I don't know what else you're going to do, right? Like people are getting creative though. There's some interesting stuff going on out there and starting to find loopholes as the time goes by.
And especially like in Manitoba, there's more dispensaries than there are Tim Hortons. So like, you know, it's now that like the mom and pops kind of places, like the more independently owned, you know, like that kind of helped us. Like we wanted to support the industry a little bit more. But there's so many of them that you're like, how do I support everyone I like in the community?
Yeah.
Right? Like it's huge out there.
Yeah.
For sure. And I think like, you know, it is a community. That's a great, you know, word for it. And I think that that's, you know, how, at least myself, I won't speak for anybody else, but I like to view it as that, right? And it's, you know, we all, when you look at all the retailers, they're competing to some sense, but there's also like a real sense of community within them, and everybody likes to kind of talk to each other and know each other. And it's a small province, and to be honest, you know, while saturation is occurring, we don't have the kind of like cutthroat stuff that you're seeing in like Alberta and some of the larger markets. And you know, the reality is that, you know, that hasn't even started here. So it's gonna be.
Fair though, Manitoba is always late to every trend. Makeup trends, clothing trends, everything. It's always like a year or two behind.
Oh, that's I know, right? I like, you know, and then by the time that item like hits here, you've already like ordered it from wherever 2 years ago, and then you're over it, and you're like, oh, it's in the store now. Good, I'm fucking done.
For real.
I'm so over it. It's 2 years behind. I feel that. I feel that.
Don Filio's like says. So Don Filio says, "I like that you think you know now, but I assure you, you don't.
Yeah.
Need to bring back the Kern Hill hats. Yeah, buddy.
Yeah. Also, like, I'll tell you who I think it is after the show.
Okay.
Yeah.
I probably need glasses because I don't know how y'all are reading that. I'm like,
she has much better eyesight than I do.
See all that.
I got 2120. The eye doctor said.
He said
it's like a superhero.
You're like,
I don't know.
It's like extra good.
It's like extra good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. 2020, 2120.
2120. Yeah. So I'm like, I can see.
I feel like I'm getting to that age where, like, I'm gonna start needing.
Oh shit! You're gonna need the bifocal. Yeah.
Soon.
Well, at least they don't have the the progressives don't. You know, at least you don't have the line anymore. Where you
you don't.
No.
Oh, thank goodness.
No, they did progressives.
It's not just
you
that like little thing in the bottom.
They've gotten much better
like,
too.
Are you 90?
Buddy, my whole
all of a
plan.
sudden, I aged 30 years.
This is my whole plan. The day that I hit age 50, I'm automatically going to start telling people that I am 60.
Oh, that's
because
it.
I would love people to be like, oh my God, you look so good for
60.
Right?
Good plan.
I'm going to lie about my age being older. I will die at 130 years old. Right?
Hey, people have thought I was younger my entire life. I knew that like one day it was going to catch up to me.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, but you still don't look 40.
Maybe not, but like...
Most folks don't think I'm 43, so
I'm 42.
yeah.
So what's
Yeah.
the secret? Smoking lots of weed.
I suppose, yeah.
No
Partying
stress.
like crazy
Partying like crazy.
when you're younger.
I-
I
yeah.
moisturize.
Yeah,
You know,
right.
you gotta moisturize.
I love that.
I've smoked weed a really long time.
Yeah.
I think that's what's preserved me a
Just
little.
doing it.
Yeah.
So do you feel like, okay, so since you started in the legal community, legal community from the ground up, do you feel like a lot of people that started working in the cannabis industry thought it was going to be way different than it actually is? Because like I feel like people had a perception of like, yeah, man, I get to go to work. I'm selling weed. I get to be high all day. But I don't think people realize that it's like it's retail.
It's still fucking
It's
retail. Yeah,
retail.
it's still people at the end of the day, right? That
Yeah.
you're dealing with, and like, you
And
know,
you
like.
don't get to go to work high.
Well, and it's not
Right?
like
Well,
the
it
LC.
just depends
Like,
where you work.
Yeah,
well, but like you
legally.
think about the LC, right?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
you're selling booze.
Yeah, you're not.
You're not
yeah.
allowed to drink at work.
Yeah.
I would say that the industry's more chill than like working at an LC or something.
Yeah.
Like you'll definitely gonna find a little bit more like personality, let's call it. I think in some of those shops, and it really depends on.
What is happening here?
I don't
How
know.
do we like?
I don't know how to. Oh, weird.
Guys, spam. Yeah, we see that.
You're getting spammed, yo.
I just don't know
How do
how to
you-
like deal with
How
that.
do you unspam it? We don't
Double
know.
click on it.
Yeah.
View page. No, don't
No.
do that one.
I don't wanna
That's-
do that,
That's
no.
not the one.
What happens if you just regularly click on it?
I don't want to click on it. See, it doesn't do anything. Yeah, we understand that it's spam, but I don't know why it won't let me do anything.
What happens if we ignore it? Does that work?
Yeah.
Will the life just go on?
It should. Yeah.
Oh, totally.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Reported it. Gone. Thanks, little devil.
Thank
Nice.
you.
Little devil has her back.
Oh, I
She's
love
good.
you, little devil.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Right there.
Okay, you're smoking a joint with her.
Oh,
Do you got-
have you seen all of her pop-ups? Okay, when
Okay.
you rewatch the show, you'll hear the sound effects, but they have sound effects.
So shout out to Miss
word.
Gorglar for doing our makeup.
Yeah.
Like with the knife. Yeah.
It's still going a little bit.
You'll hear the knife sound.
I like
in,
it.
a hacker
Yeah.
movie.
We
It's
also
very
have
cool.
toilet watching. It's a sound of a toilet. It's our buddy Soda.
Oh yeah.
Sorry, covers your face.
We love it though. We tell people
But-
because everybody watches the phone when they're on the toilet, right?
Yeah, well, totally, yeah. I used to read Archie magazines before pre-toilet or pre-phone,
Yes.
pre-toilet,
Yeah, pre-toilet.
pre-phone.
whole
It was all
Pre-toilet.
about. It was all.
I
It was
looked at
all
magazines.
Archie and the gangs, but
I had it on the
now
floor,
now it's
I had
Instagrams,
an
I guess.
Archie,
Yeah,
Oh, you want to see a really fun one?
I do.
Higher than
Whoa,
giraffes' pussy.
yeah, that's how high you want to be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like it.
Okay, so you brought us some weed to smoke.
Oh yeah. I did do that.
Let's try it out.
Also,
All right,
before
yeah.
we forget,
Yes.
who was this?
Ryan.
Ryan.
Yeah,
Ryan from Fiddler's
Fiddler's
Green.
Green.
from Fiddler's Green.
I.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Thank
what
you,
that is. I
Ryan.
was trying to figure out what that was.
It's so funny. She's seen our old one, and then we had a politician down here, and he was like, "Can
do you know
I
what's like-
read that out loud?"
What is chicken? How
He's
what
like,
did he
"What's
say?
moistly chicken toilet watching?" He's like, "I don't understand."
Okay, yeah.
Those are all the pop-ups.
I love it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
yeah.
love it.
So
Clink
these
the
are
link.
my buttons.
Yeah, we could do clink the link.
Click the link.
Clink.
Click
Right
that
there.
link.
Oh
See?
yeah, you gotta
We
clink
got a
that up.
little-
I
See, and
like
there's
it.
actually like when you're watching it,
Right.
there's a YouTube.
Oh,
like, it goes to our subscribe,
Okay,
you know?
all right.
Yeah.
You guys got this all figured out, eh?
Like at like Wiener. If you're...
Wait, a wiener?
You're a
Oh,
wiener,
you're a wiener!
wiener.
I love it! Yeah!
Oh my gosh, the Spawn of Spalding.
Spawn
Which
of
one is
Spalding.
his? He has a wiener poking out.
Out of his- yeah. You should show
Ah.
him Rick's. You know Rick from Growers
Oh.
and Smokers?
Yeah.
look at
Out in
his
Brandon?
pop-up. Look at his pop-up.
No,
not
not that
that
one.
one. We love you, Rick. Look at this
Oh,
one.
there it
Merch.
is.
Started having your face again.
Oh,
So he's,
that's fine.
He's doing a striptease for us.
I would rather have a striptease than a face.
I love it.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
Yeah, we love Rick. Shout out
Oh,
to Coors.
whoa! Right?
Stickers, yeah.
He just turned that up
Super
to
fun.
11.
Yeah.
He just went all the way
Super
with it.
fun.
I love it. I love it.
So yeah, so great job, Cupcake, for making all the pop-ups.
Yeah.
She's super awesome with it. Yeah.
Fantastic.
I don't do any computer things. I don't understand. One
Yeah.
time I had to call her. I had to message her to be like, "How do you turn on the computer?"
Right? Which,
Yeah, I don't know.
Nah.
Yeah, anytime something's not working, I was like, "Did you try like hitting it or blowing in something?"
It's like a Nintendo cartridge.
Did you
Just
just,
hit the
like,
top,
keep, like,
put
yeah.
the game genie on it, turn
Maybe,
it off
like,
and on.
hit
You're gonna
it
be
on
fine.
its side a
Yeah,
little
yeah.
bit, yeah. Does it work now?
I just want to play fucking Tetris. Why? Why?
So bad.
It's a really expensive computer to play
Yeah.
Tetris on.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I have no idea.
Um,
Yeah.
Anyway, so answer your last 3 questions.
Yes.
I typically use a bong.
Okay, yeah.
I do smoke pre-rolls more in the summer than I do in the winter.
They're just convenient, right?
And yes, a lot of folks got into it thinking it was going to be like a big gold mine rushing into kind of the cannabis industry, and then they got there and they were like, "Oh, you actually need to know things." And and no, of course, and I mean, I'm just being a little silly, but it's 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 a lot different, I think, than anybody planned, and nobody really knew what it was going to be. So it's like unfolding in real time and then trying to predict the future of a thing that has no historical data, right? So it's a very interesting thing. And there's issues and there's also things that are fantastic about it, but it's evolving and growing. And what we brought here was Pistols in Paris Black Triangle. Just gonna transition there real
I don't
smooth.
feel like great job. Great
Yeah,
job.
thank you.
How do you remember everything?
This is a Black Triangle, which is the cross of a Triangle Kush and probably it's what the G13 hash plant, right? 88 G13 hash plant, I believe, is its
Sure.
cross.
Yeah.
So I don't rep this brand, but we're gonna check it out, and we got some joints here,
It's new to Manitoba too, so I've seen this all over the internet.
and these are for I believe they're part of the Toba Roll Syndicate these days.
Yes, they are.
Just going by the syndicate, I've been told. But
Syndicate
that's
sounds
maybe
like
not
a fancy word.
maybe that's not official yet. But I heard somebody likes to call it the syndicate.
You heard it here first.
Yeah.
It's a 2BG special right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We actually
Thank you.
we had a pretty fun day at Cottage Country Cannabis out in Beausejour. They had their grand opening today, so a lot of the reps came by and said hello, and it was a great time. It was a really great time and lovely to support an independent retailer in the province.
Yeah.
And plus you get to drive to Beausejour. Who doesn't want to do that?
Heck yeah.
Take the 59 to
Heck
the 44. What a great time.
I can't see Don Filio's comment, but I see it on.
There
What's
you go.
Don Julio's doing?
I just refreshed it.
There we go.
Sorry.
These are
That's
like
what I
a
was trying
whole...
to do.
Yeah, I can't
Don
multitask in
Julio
that
says,
way.
Hold up, only gross people. use
Right?
the
How
phone.
y'all-
But you can remember like all of these
Everything.
things that she asked you.
I
Well,
got a, I got
So we make a
goldfish
great
memory.
team.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
We
You
just
are finally the
We're gonna
third
make-
big
Like
team.
after
Right?
20 minutes, he's like, "Hey, hold up! You gotta answer the 20 questions that you just asked."
Right
them."
at the end of the show, he's like, "So the unanswered questions are as follows."
see my blog. I don't have a blog. I should probably have a blog,
You
but it
should
just seems like
have
so
a-
much work.
Could
I
have a
know I gotta
writer.
do. Yeah, of course it was me. My bad. My bad.
I was
I
like,
was
"Who
like,
the
oh my
hell is
God.
that?"
Yeah, it was me. I'm a jerk.
Not at all.
I don't remember what we were talking about. But yeah. Now you got me. Now I don't know.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
That is my famous line. I'm always like, I forgot. It's like mid-sentence too.
Oh, yeah,
You're
me
like,
too.
Wait a
Always.
minute.
Just catch yourself talking too, and you're just like, why am I still going? Why hasn't somebody interrupted me?
I love it.
Okay.
Oh boy. Yeah, let's see what's
Only gross people use their phone.
Yeah, Don Filio says, "Thanks, little devil.
What?
Try
It's-
selling some feet pics on
gross
here
people use their phone. Everybody's using their phone on the toilet.
on the toilet." Yeah,
Everyone.
That's
yeah.
what. That's. But he has a Q-tip museum.
And I'm not
Let's
saying it's not
forget this,
gross.
okay?
I'm
Like,
simply saying that everybody's doing it.
everybody is doing it.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
sanitize. I have a habit
So
of
5 years
sanitizing my
ago.
phone every
Right.
day.
I mean, I wash my phone more than I washed the Archies back in the day, so that's something.
True.
You know, I wasn't sanitizing the Archies once a
I
week.
remember I was
Yeah,
like
that's
probably
true.
like 14, and my uncle and my auntie and my uncle had gotten like one of those video 21 games. They're like this big. It was like really before like the phones were really a thing, right?
Yeah,
I
yeah.
remember that he always kept that in the bathroom. I thought it was so weird, but he was already like way ahead. He's like, I'm gonna gamble something on here and try to win 21. Keep me amused.
Yeah.
Cough.
All good. I cough a lot
Sometimes
too.
you gotta say it though, and do it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Cough as you're coughing.
Yeah, I gotta say the word
like
cough.
it.
In with the cough.
Cough.
Yeah, there you go. See, it's just to ensure that everybody's like caught up. You know, you don't wanna
Like sneeze.
Right?
Yeah.
I was unsure if that was a cough, but thank you for clearing that up. Is how I
That's
feel about
awesome.
it. Yeah.
I don't know
Yeah, it
why.
wasn't a sneeze, it was a cough.
That's why I always said like animals should like their sound that they make should be their name. Right?
Oh,
Like a
yeah,
cow,
right?
Like cow.
Like he would just yell cow at you.
Like a bird, just like bird.
But like would all birds yell bird? Like would there be any
do you want some
differentiation,
water?
or would they
Just
be
so
like?
loud.
It's like running on waters.
Like during like migrations in Africa, it's like
just
the
keeps
sun's
spelling 'em.
blotted out and nobody can hear a thing because it's just 1 million birds screaming bird. Oh, I love it.
Oh my goodness. No, not laughing at you. Laughing at Bird.
I feel like Don Filio's comment means you don't poop, Don Filio? He goes, handle your business in the washroom. It's not entertainment time.
I mean, y'all, you do you. You know, you know.
Just because you don't toilet watch doesn't mean you should not.
Yeah, but
other people
sometimes
that
I'm
do.
down in the toilet after 5 minutes, but I sit there for 20 minutes.
Right.
Just, like watching my
Then you're like,
Yeah.
well, now my legs
And
are
then my
falling
butt
asleep.
starts
Why am I?
getting
Yeah,
I start falling asleep. You're like, wait a minute, I'm on the toilet right,
Right?
now.
And you're reading some like stupid clickbait article about like celebrities looking 10 years older than they used to, and I'm like, I don't even know who these
Totally.
people are or care. Like, what am I doing here?
Oh my gosh.
Okay, so what do you think about this week?
Right, yes, that was the thing.
Pistol in Paris.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it's we're all coughing.
Yeah, we're all
so there's
coughing.
that.
There's that, yeah.
Yeah.
Which isn't
Well,
necessarily
also
a
a
bad
pre-roll.
thing.
I was just gonna say.
Also a pre-roll.
Of course.
So that's the thing is that the papers, a lot of the times, raw papers make us cough. So
Yeah, y'all were saying you have
we
a.
have a thing
It's not just raw papers though, because we've tried a bunch of papers,
that make us cough.
and a bunch of them make us cough. So
So is it like?
I will say that this one makes us cough a lot less than most.
So is it like hemp versus bamboo versus like the GSM, like the gum ones? Like what is it like? Have you started seeing a pattern in what works and doesn't
No.
work for y'all?
Oh, that's really
haven't-
scientific, though. That's like that
We
feels
haven't
like
really.
you need to make a chart.
You guys
for
don't
that.
have like a journal,
Yeah.
and you're like,
No,
November
we just try it
26th.
live on the show. So
He's like, have you gone deeper about it though? Like, did you
we've
learn?
not
No,
been
we
keeping
had-
a journal like
We
that.
had
Right?
papers in front of us.
And
we
then-
smoked them,
Tried
we were like,
them.
Nope, and we threw them off the
Super-
table.
well, there's
Yeah.
different types of glue, obviously used in them too,
No,
right?
yeah,
so
but like Gize, we really liked always.
okay, yeah. I mean, I was just curious.
Yeah, but like that's we gotta have you on the show again.
But
to
that's
do a little,
that's
do some data entry for us.
Yes,
being here.
It's not part of your business.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Great team. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yo.
Great team. We're gonna figure this shit out.
Don
Yeah.
says definitely a 2BG discount code going to be available. I know my key demographic.
Mhm.
I think I missed a comment or two.
I know. I'm like, what about a discount code?
For what?
Something.
For feet pics?
Wait, we're getting are we buying or selling feed pics? What's happening? Catch me up.
I think Don Philly said he was going to try selling.
Oh,
feedback.
yeah. Well, as
But
long
he's
as he
gonna
doesn't
offer a
take them in the
2BG code
bathroom,
for,
because
like,
having
all
your
the
phone in the
viewers,
bathroom is
you know?
off limits, from what I've been told.
Well,
Feet
according
pics
to
from the-
him.
No, everybody can,
Feet pics from the bathroom? You mean like people taking feet pics in the bathroom?
Sure.
What are you talking about? I was like,
I mean, you can really
or
go.
looking at feet pics in the bathroom?
But like, why would you?
I mean,
only
I
take
don't.
feet
This
pics in
wasn't
the
a
bathroom?
personal story per se, but I mean, all of the above.
He's like, I tried in the bathroom. No.
It's not. It's not my
I
favorite
got
place to look at
told
feet.
No.
It's also not my my favorite place to photograph my feet.
No, the lighting is often very harsh. You know, it's not the best.
I like the peekaboo pictures when people don't realize their toes are in the picture. They're taking a photo. And they're like, oh shit. Floats in the pic. It's a peekaboo toe.
Oh, it's like the peekaboo shoe.
Peekaboo chew. What you rolling up over
So
there?
I'm rolling the tiniest pinner of the pre-roll that we just smoked.
Oh, yeah, right.
Because
You want to add some of this?
I'm gonna break it up and like, smoke it into a real joint because I just want to see if I like, because like so far, not good. I don't think I would like smoke it again. Sorry. But we're gonna give it a chance because like that other time
Barefoot
we
public
didn't
washroom.
like it, and then we unrolled it, we smoked it in a gizeh, and it tasted way better.
Yeah.
Didn't burn. So it's just one of those things. We want to give it a fair shot.
Give it a fair shake,
A fair shake.
as
But
they say.
I like the pre-rolls for convenience. There's many times that I'll stop and just buy a quick,
Totally, and like that's why like Hearts and Readies and some of those, like thin little cigarette ones are like super convenient.
super
And
convenient.
Hearts just hit the market, which is really cool. They use a slower burning paper. I believe, don't quote me on this because I'm not a rep for either product, but I
It's like, what
believe
kind of paper?
the Hearts use a slower burning paper for their pre-roll
Okay.
versus the Ready. But again, don't quote me on that. That's what I believe. It's true. I'm going to be very diplomatic about that. Anyways, and then there's one called the All Good Collective, which is also a very similar cigarette style mini like that just joined the province recently. So I haven't tried them yet though.
What are they called?
All Good Collective.
That sounds fun.
I believe that is the name. At least. Now I'm gonna question. I'm gonna say things and then question every one of them. No, I just.
Everybody knows. If you're in Two Big Girls, you're fucked.
Yeah,
So,
yeah,
like,
okay,
don't-
fair
All
enough.
good. All good.
I was like,
that's it. That's
as I'm getting higher and saying things, I'm like, pretty sure these things are right, but like,
Am I dreaming?
right?
Am I really here?
Right?
You're like, at the beginning of the show, we should have a warning, like, do not quote us.
Yeah, yeah.
Pre-rolls, fair shake, get it?
Yeah. You're starting to see some whole bud show up in the market, which is nice, and it's becoming a differentiator between obviously like shake and trim filled,
Yeah.
Yeah.
kind of, and that was the beginning, right? And that was just the model of kind of using the whole plant, and you get your top colas, you get your mids, and blah blah blah. So but now you're starting to kind of see whole bud, and that's starting to show up on packaging. And
Which
that's,
is
Yeah.
better. Yeah.
it is. I think information is better, right?
Yeah.
We're starting to see more, cannabinoids and terpene contents being listed on the packaging. Packaged on dates are cool, but it could have been grown a year before that and then packaged. And you got to think that, like, in the
Yeah.
legacy market, somebody will grow something and then a week later, like, obviously once it's done curing and everything, but like basically it's in people's hands immediately. Like,
Yeah.
you don't really have that lag time. Whereas, in a big LP, they're going to grow out, even in a micro, right? They're going to
Yeah.
grow out by the time they dry and cure and trim and bottle it and then ship it and then get the orders cleared and then that gets shipped. It's a long process. So sometimes, you got to get your COAs cleared after it's grown too. So that could be a few
What's
weeks.
a COA?
Oh, sorry about that. That's the
I was like,
certificate of analysis, right? So all legal
Okay.
weed has to be sent in, and it's it gives you your
Certified.
it gives your cannabinoid content, it gives you your terpene content, and then it's gonna check for like heavy metals and a few
The
of the
machine
like
we saw?
regulated
we
things.
saw the
shit we
machine.
Oh
saw
yeah.
yeah.
Was that at Biosigin?
Yes.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, that sounds super familiar.
Yeah.
Talking scientific. Yeah, I'm like,
I was like, we were
like,
there.
That's yeah. I don't really understand.
Didn't see it fully
Yeah.
in action, but yeah, that's cool.
So it ends up like the route to market ends up taking a long time. So you end up, LPs could grow amazing weed, but by the time it ends up wherever it's kind of going, it could end up dry or whatever it might be, right?
Yeah.
So, and that's why you're seeing moisture packs coming into the market a lot more.
Yeah.
And you'll hear the argument like, well, if it was cured properly and grown properly, you don't need a moisture pack. And that's true unless it's sitting on a shelf for 6 months before it ever
Yeah.
gets to your end consumer.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
That's why a lot of foods have like preservatives in them, right? So
Right,
it's like,
for
what do you're
sure.
not going to put
That way,
anything
yeah,
on
fucking
weed, right?
Totally right.
Yeah, nailed it. Yeah.
Which way are we going?
Nailed it. Yeah.
Fuck.
You're in the middle, so you'll get it again.
I'm getting stoned.
That's the great thing about the studio. So like, you know, just hotbox the studio.
Yeah.
It's just like
Yeah.
a cycle,
Yeah.
you know?
We have vents blocked off, so like it can't vent
Oh
upstairs.
yeah, perfect.
So really,
I like it.
There will help you get unbaked for a little bit. Just get unbaked.
Just kidding, it's coming right back
Just
to you.
right
Yeah,
back.
just kidding. You'll
so-
you'll be fine.
So I feel like you cough though after we smoked lots of joints.
Well, and I also had
A
voice
whole
clinic
voice thing,
today and like a
They
massive
froze-
camera.
They froze her throat.
Rod
and
down my
stuck something
throat.
Down her throat
That's
Yeah.
pretty crazy.
today. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah,
like-
that was like it was like the dentist for my throat, kind of.
The
Like,
throat
it was,
dentist.
It was a little bit of a
Old
because
Crentist.
you know when you're like your whole mouth is frozen.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
it was just my throat, so it was really weird.
Yeah. That is
Did not
weird.
like the feeling.
What?
I know exactly.
Be so aware of
Exactly.
swallowing, right? Probably, like,
Yeah.
or I don't know, man.
It's really messed up.
Yeah,
It's, yeah. It's really weird.
Sounds unpleasant.
It's very unpleasant.
Okay, so like it's not
I
making
just
me
hear
cough
again.
as much,
Yeah.
but it's still burning my throat. So like, smoke a different.
I feel like
strain next time of
maybe-
the same grower.
Well,
Maybe
now
this one's just
I'm
like a
trying to pay
one-off.
attention to this rap thing and
Are you
see
trying-
if there's like what's to it, right?
Like, do I notice a difference?
I need data.
Like, if I have my laptop here, I can have a spreadsheet. We can throw it in the spreadsheet.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. I don't know, like I've heard a lot about this brand just on Instagram.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So yeah,
Everybody's preference.
I don't know, but like I feel like there's been other
strains,
yeah, I was gonna say flavors. but I was
flavors. There's
just
been other
really
flavors.
baked, but yeah, like
of-
strains, right?
I think they had an orange
Maybe.
tings out to
Yes,
really
that's-
well.
You
that
have
was
to
the
understand
solid
though too
right?
is that we're not fully, so people know that when we're judging weed or it has nothing to do with the effects it has on you or like how it makes you feel after, because we smoke so many different strains.
Yeah, it's
in an
hard to
hour.
tell.
So we literally are judging it on taste and if it burns our throat, right? And like, so we
Fair.
love very like lots of terpenes, right? So like,
Yeah.
where you can
Flavorful.
really flavorful, you know,
like yeah, Eye of the Tiger and Bayside.
yeah.
Back to the COA conversation. And
Yeah.
sorry to interrupt.
No.
And
thank
this is
you.
not a reflection of Natural Earth, of course, but just in the market in general.
Yeah.
You're getting folks testing for. They use different facilities to test for the certificates of analysis, and what we're seeing is that you'll get a shop that tests for like 80 terpenes, say, and then you'll have another place test for like 200. So you're taking all these .0004s and .00001s and you're adding it all up, which turns your total terpene percentage from 3 to 6.
Okay.
So, you know what I mean? There's ways, like, let's just say that, like, I don't know, like, COAs exist and it's good that they're there in terms of like Health Canada, but it's not necessarily, like, it can be altered. Data can be shown, in a certain light, and that's true of really any data.
How long has weed like that been now studied though? Like how long has this whole, like how long, like that machine that we saw?
Oh,
at
for
Dr.
sure.
Guppy, like how long have they been doing it for? Has it only been a few years since it's become legal, or have they been researching it and knowing how to pull all this data out of like the plant for
So
longer than that?
I think that most of the data, like the actual like accredited research, if you will, is just backing up what growers have always known, but just didn't know how to necessarily, and not all of them, of course, I'm generalizing, but maybe articulate and say, you know what I mean? Like this is very specifically this cannabinoid, this is a flavonoid. Like they're, being able to kind of know what we now know about the endocannabinoid system and how it works within our body and how we're able to, achieve homeostasis within our ECS and stimulate it and do all those fun things, right? And ultimately, the entourage effect is kind of what you're after in a medical sense, right? Is that the combination of all those things working together gets you the maximum therapeutic benefit. That said, sometimes you just want to get ripped, right? And it's not really like about that. And that's why distillate exists, right? Because it's one thing, it's one cannabinoid, and then there's nothing else in it. So you're not really getting that entourage effect because none of that's there. You only get that in a live resin or a live rosin, something, or you'll get terp enhanced, which is kind of like a blend.
Well, that's really good.
That's just
yeah,
stuff.
I could literally.
like,
keep on
I
going.
know.
Yeah.
I
I'm
stopped
so
it because I was
I
like,
love it.
I was about to dive a level deeper, and I was like, oh, maybe
No,
I'll back off.
I was like, for me, that level, awesome. Anything else? Like when we were talking to Dr. Brent Guppy, have you met Dr. Brent Guppy?
I don't believe I have.
Okay, super cool guy, but very smart.
Yeah.
He's a doctor. He's a doctor of weed. Okay.
Yeah.
So now
which
he's
is like crazy.
explaining all these things to us, and I'm sitting there, and I know that Cupcake's way better at understanding, right? Me though, not so much. I wasn't a thing in school. I don't, but he's using so many big words, and I was like, wow, man, you're that smart, right? Like you are.
I think when she first saw him, she was like, "You even look like a doctor."
Got a whole Dr. Vibe going on.
He's like, "'Cause I am."
So they give us this when we get
It
our.
was so cute.
Yeah.
It was so cute.
Yeah.
But
She
yo,
was just
man, I
like,
was like, you're really smart. Like,
Yeah.
and I'm like trying to keep up with you, but like I'm not computing.
Yeah.
well, I didn't compute all of it. Like, yeah, who can unless you're a scientist?
And which I am not. I'm not claiming to be a doctor or a
So the level
biologist
you were-
or a chemist.
So the level you were talking at is like I could actually learn from you. Like,
Well, I think that
Just lumping
education.
you with them.
I think education needs to be accessible, and I think that that's maybe where some of our gaps are. And
Yeah.
there's always opportunities for improvement. And obviously, when the medical side of it, we got limited and weren't able to talk about medical effects, which is great. Not doctors again.
Yeah.
But it took terpenes out of the conversation, right? And it took basically everything away except for price and THC. And now everybody's just running around doing that, and you don't go into the LC and be like, give me the strongest liquor. I don't give a fuck what it tastes like. I don't care what kind of liquor it is because the type of drunk is irrelevant to me.
That's such a good reference. I've
And
never
so
heard
good.
I've never heard it like that, but it is so freaking
so
true.
true.
So why are we?
So good.
And like, where can you go in and be like, I want the best thing for the least amount of money? Like, what industry in the world works that way? So that expectation is in cannabis as well, that you're gonna get the best stuff for the cheapest. It's like, no, dog, like value weed gives you a value price and premium,
That's exactly
because the world.
Yeah.
Um,
The world told us to.
Right? So like, I get it that you can't
that's
do
just
like
how shit works.
it, and it
Right?
doesn't, you can't necessarily like be like, yo, dude, like give me a deal on this eighth. Like I get that, but also it's a free market, so you kind of can, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
A retailer can choose to do whatever they want because they can price their weed at wherever. There's no control on pricing for retail.
No?
No, none whatsoever.
What? I thought there was totally a set.
So do you think that if like
So
if,
like anybody could you could choose to like dump your prices like 15% lower than everyone else, but eventually you'll crash your own market. And at a low enough margin, you're not really going to profit even with enough volume. Like it's just not a super sustainable model when you're competing with like 100 other retailers.
It's literally
Yeah.
just the gray market, but a different market. Right?
Well,
Remember
yeah,
when
I
we were younger,
mean-
right? They're like it's 50 for like whatever,
Yeah,
but it's
yeah,
like
yeah.
80 for if you want primo kill.
For sure.
Right?
Well, yeah.
So it's like the
okay.
LP is just doing the same. They're just like, listen, we know what we have because our growers been fucking growing wheat for 25 years or 20
Yeah.
years, right?
Yeah.
So we know what we have is like primo. So you got to pay higher prices for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Straight up,
Right?
and like,
and I totally get it. because
Yeah.
It's like if you know you want that quality,
yeah.
you'll pay
Yeah.
money for it.
And I mean, in the legal recreational market, that's like the organics, right? The ones
Yeah.
that are growing super, super clean stuff. And those like an eighth is probably like between 40 and like $50 for like that like premium, right? And that's
Yeah.
expensive. Don't get me wrong. Like, I'm not saying it's not. I'm simply saying that that's what premium costs, right? And then, and if you
very old
want to
school. Yeah.
right, and if you want to spend $20 on an eighth, great. We have that option as well. Like
Yeah.
that value brands
Don't
here.
expect that you're going to be smoking.
Yeah, and
you
I mean,
look at
it
it
is
from
what
that
it
point.
is,
Yeah.
right? It's like, if you want to, like, there's nothing wrong with buying an $80 ounce. There's literally nothing wrong with it, but it's not going to be very good. You know what I mean? It's going to be what it is. And then you start having quality conversations where you're like, well, if you buy a distillate cart and it lasts you like, you know, 3 days or 2 days, and you're like on it, and then you go back and you buy another one, so now you spent like $60. But if you just spent the $50 originally on live resin, you'd need to smoke so much less of it because it's such a higher quality that you'd like save money by just. But I get it, because sometimes you don't have the extra $20 in your pocket, and you just got to do what you got to do, right? So no judgment here. Just, you know, one of those funny things about when you really start looking at the quality and the way the prices break down. It's you know, it's a lot of marketing and then like a dash of some data. You know, like we'll just make up words and strain names and stuff, and you're like, cool.
Really, I've
Cool.
always questioned about like, remember we were talking about, like, who makes the names of the terpenes?
Yeah.
So long and so complicated, right? You need a stoner to fucking sit there and be like, lemon. This tastes like citrus.
Exactly like
Citrus.
right. Yeah.
Well, it tastes like, you know.
Limonene. Caryophyllene was a bitch to learn. That one was
What?
caryophyllene. Beta caryophyllene.
That's too much.
It's like
Wow.
earth and pepper. It's kind of like a spicy terpene.
Just learning the words in itself is like a pre-test for them to be like, are you actually smart enough to be a scientist or a doctor? Like,
The answer in my case
Pronounce
is
it
no.
all.
right? Yeah. Like,
And then you get like, you know, some people say caryophyllene, so there's that. But I think that's like a tomato kind of thing. I don't fucking know.
this weed's from BC.
I would have said like
From BC weed, they call
it's
it.
BC weed.
I recently.
It's from a friend. Yeah.
Paul.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Not
Another
you, Paul.
Paul.
A different
Well, I didn't
Paul.
think that it was
Paul.
me. I'm not from BC, and I didn't give you this.
Good call. Yeah. Man, you are smart.
Oh my goodness.
Fuck.
Oh gosh.
I'm not sure of the string name. It was totally
I don't remember which way this is going anymore.
It's gonna go to Cupcake.
That way? Okay.
Yeah.
It won't get off. Okay, I got it. It's
That's what.
misbehaving.
Sorry, that's what he said. Sorry. Okay, I can't. Did you write on this one?
No,
No,
neither
my
of those
pen
have
wouldn't
any.
work.
Oh, I
any
see
photo
it.
branding on
It's
them.
like a secret.
Very. It's like,
Do you write it in lemon juice? Like what
Super.
is?
Let's burn it. See what
and,
happens.
Put it up to the light.
I kind of saw it.
Right?
this is the Obi-Wan.
Obi-Wan?
Obi-Wan Kush.
Obi-Wan Kush.
Yeah.
Yeah, that we're smoking.
Oof.
That's the Obi-Wan Kush, and then the other one is the White Widow.
Just
Widow?
well, okay. At least
Okay.
that's at least a CBD strain. That's gonna be a little more chill. No, this is great. I find that like I get pretty high, and then just as I start coming down, the next joint comes, and I'm like, here we go. It's gonna get real giggly.
Surprise!
Yeah.
We just keep it going.
Keep it going.
Sorry, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
My hands always have to be rolling a joint or smoking a joint.
Doing a thing, right? You gotta
That's
keep
her
them
thing,
busy.
Yeah.
I've been very enthralled with Glob Mob. What's going on? Wait,
Oh, that's
where did I just see that?
That's
I
our
lost
favorite
it now.
ever online.
Oh, on D.
Glob Mob.
Cannabis
Yeah.
group.
What's?
Glob Mob.
Oh, Glob Mob.
Yeah.
Cool.
So
Yeah, and there's
yeah.
also a
a
flag.
flag.
Oh,
I
yeah,
forgot that we
there
had
it
the
is.
flag.
Yeah.
Yeah. It just looks like BB on screen.
I forgot. Yeah.
Yeah.
That one's my brain.
So there's also like a head
Clubbed.
shop on Portage Avenue. It used to be the Peace Sign.
Yeah.
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 That's our friend Duke. He's super awesome. We got to go out to BC and like
Oh, cool.
do. They had a cannabis cup.
Yeah.
So.
Oh
they did,
yeah.
like, an
Was that like
online-
2 weeks ago or whatever?
Mm.
No.
No.
That was like Vegas stuff. wasn't it?
Oh, okay. I don't fucking know, man.
Buddy, I just learned about this thing.
There's so many
A
things
Cupcake
going on.
was telling me that they have like is it a convention in Vegas?
Well, yeah. It's
Yeah.
like MJ BizCon or whatever.
Yeah.
I had no idea. I was like, we need to go. It's Vegas.
I gotta
Vegas.
try to go to like. I think I gotta try to go to like a show, like Lift and Co. or like Hall
Yeah.
of Flowers is apparently a pretty insane one
What
these
was that
days.
one?
Hall of Flowers, it's like the newest one, I think. It was in
I've never heard of
Toronto
that
this
one.
year, I want to say. And it's kind of like a trade show, you know, like all
Yeah.
the LPs will be set up there, like a tattoo convention or whatever, which are like dope. And then, you know, like 30 minutes
Nice.
later, you're like, well, I did all of that.
I wish that you could smoke weed inside of the convention, right? Or like inside of the, you know.
I guess I just have an attention span of like a 4-year-old, but you know, like you walk around. Don't get me wrong, like it's amazing. I feel like I shouldn't be. I'm definitely not shit talking because it's an amazing place to like bring a bunch of folks together and like showcase the art. You know, don't get me wrong, but you know, I just find I go down there, I'm all excited, and I'm like, yeah, what are we gonna be here for like 3-4 hours? And then like 40 minutes in, I'm like. Let's go get high. Let's go home. Can I take my pants off? Maybe it's just me wanting to get home.
No, not at all. I think we talked about that even at the Goodwill, right? We're like, who the hell starts something on like after 8 p.m.?
Oh, I know, right?
Yeah.
Like that's
yeah.
But it was a great time.
It was
but,
a beautiful event.
Yeah,
but that's
great
just
to bring everybody together like that. But still, it was.
Yeah, it's the slight difference between I think like. Not that it's a versus, but like bev alcohol and cannabis folk, we're all in, well, not all of us, I won't speak for everybody, but, you know, I'm in bed quite early. Like, I've smoked myself out by 10. Like,
right?
it's
if I could go
done.
to an event at like 6 or 7, get really fucking stoned,
Yeah.
get home in time to like chill, be all stoned in bed, right?
Dude,
like,
if I'm not going for 7, I'm probably not going.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
making it here for 9, I was like, fuck.
Yeah, I know.
we're like, listen, it's a Friday night. Though.
Yeah, I know. But for me, it just
Past my
doesn't
bedtime.
matter. You know?
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
I love it. Well, I love that you made an exception to come out. For an
Yeah,
idea
well,
for
yeah,
Friday.
no, I know.
Appreciate it.
This is lovely.
We were worth that.
Absolutely. You're definitely worth staying up late for. Staying up late, it's like 10 to 10. I can do
On a
it.
Friday.
I'm gonna do it. I've had 3 monsters today. Just so everybody's on the same page.
You're like, happy Friday.
3 of them.
That's like how many espressos?
Just keep cranking them in. It's gonna be fine.
Buddy, yeah, I wonder how many espresso shots
I don't know.
that it equals to, like an energy drink. I had a coffee. I get a coffee from Starbucks that has 5 espresso shots.
That seems too beaucoup, man.
It's
That's
awesome.
a lot of. That's a lot
It's
of
super
espresso.
awesome.
Yeah, that's like to get you going.
Yeah.
Is that now? That's every day?
Not every day. It's like
No.
a treat. I don't go to Starbucks every day.
Oh,
Like,
okay.
that's not in the budget. Right?
Oh
Like,
no, fair. No,
that
I
is
just it was more just the like.
I would though.
That's
I do
a that's a
drink
way
lot
to
of
start a
coffee,
day every day.
But
Just
I
like,
I
ugh.
do drink a lot of coffee. Like
I
I'll
love
drink
Yeah.
probably like 5-6 cups a day.
Hey, yeah, you got to
I
get
love
it in you.
coffee.
It started with a pot for sure, like a pot of coffee.
Yeah.
And you were saying you only like started drinking it, or like you don't you like your energy drink.
Well, yeah, but my partner makes very good coffee, you see, so I drink it, and then she makes foam and stuff, which is really
nice.
Fancy.
yeah. When you get the foam, that's when it's good.
That's when I went to Cupcake's mom's place. Okay? She has everything for coffee. Okay? It was so
Oh, yeah?
fancy. It took like 20 minutes to make a coffee.
Oh,
It was
yeah,
so
yeah, but
tiny,
it's-
and I
Yeah.
finished it in like 5 minutes. She's like, "Do you want another one?" And I was like, "No, that's okay."
Yeah,
thank
you're like,
you."
well, I'm
Like,
leaving in
it was
45
a
minutes,
long
so
time.
I don't know
Yeah.
that it'll make it.
Prep for coffee. I was like,
But it tastes delicious.
But I'm sure it was
it was
amazing.
so good.
Yeah.
I
so
was like,
good.
I
So good.
solidly would pay $7 for this and a
But
coffee.
we drink those coffees all the time there. So
Mm-hmm.
like it's just, you know, you want
How
another.
are we
yeah,
accustomed
have
to
another.
$7 coffee now? How is that a thing, right? Like
Crazy.
you hear it come out of your mouth, and you're just like, what now?
It's too much.
Right?
Yeah.
That's like
It's
cheap for
crazy
coffee.
town. No, I know. It's just the
What's
the
up,
whole
Mom?
concept of it.
I
Yeah.
know it is nuts.
Shout out to my mom.
Hey.
It's like, I already
My
popped it up. You guys weren't paying attention.
Oh
Yeah.
no, we weren't.
Yeah.
Super stoned.
Mm.
What's up, Angel? Hey, Kendra.
Hi, Angel. Thanks for joining us, hon. We've missed you.
Structured. I don't know what that's in reference to, but I read a word off the screen. Is what happened.
So, one word.
Yep.
Yeah.
Kendra said structured, and they
Oh no,
nailed
old
that.
or stoned.
Nailed it.
Old or stoned.
Oh yeah.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
They're having a whole conversation.
They're doing their thing. We're straight up,
You
yeah.
know, like yeah, and then
ignoring
you have to
them.
go
That's what
way
happens.
back.
Back in the
Yeah.
90s, yeah.
We try to get caught up, and there's already a delay.
Oh, we're
so
like,
they're-
oh, man.
they're
like I
really-
don't. Yeah, there's no.
There's literally
They're
like
having their
a,
own
it's like
conversation.
a 15-second delay,
Yeah.
and that's how long we forget.
I
so
mean,
people
I've-
will say something, and we're like, already forgot it. And we're talking about 15 seconds.
I'm barely
ago.
managing my conversation. Never mind that one. You know, I don't know. And you're like
That's the perfect
eagle
thing.
eye spotting it from across the way. I don't
Yeah.
even know how you're doing that. I gotta like stick my face up to it like this.
makes it so great though, because your mouth all show. Angel.
I left my glasses in my bag. They're here. They're upstairs.
Oh my goodness.
It was the depth of the set actually that did surprise me. Like there's considerable depth
Yeah.
here.
Yeah.
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 It's just like a little. We like played it off to the first. If you watch our smoke session when we started in the basement,
Yeah.
it's like all black. Okay, because I was like, that's such a great idea.
Right.
No, black eats up light. So
Yeah,
we played it off like we're in the COVID bunker.
Yeah.
Hiding out from COVID was like the first few weeks of it.
Yeah. It's gotten a little more colorful since then.
Yeah.
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 It's like this is our brain on drugs.
Yeah.
Right.
The evolution,
Yeah.
which is
Yeah.
nice. It's nice to see.
You like the egg cartons?
Yeah, it is. The
Soundproof.
soundproofing. It's very nice.
Yeah.
It's very
So
nice.
That's Lisa.
Yeah.
Yeah, my mom
Yeah.
totally like rigged that up because nothing.
Mama Lisa.
Nothing-
Yeah. You gotta get the, what do they call pop-ups?
Yeah.
I'm using the lingo you see.
Right?
I'm
That's gonna be
Let's
the
do-
title of the
let's do
spreadsheet.
Paul's-
Yeah,
Paul's pop-up.
Like,
Oh yeah, I should have given you a white one, which I definitely have. Whoops.
Oh, well,
Oops.
that's sorry.
I think you did, but it was just skinny. No, it was
Oh.
black. Was it black?
It was, well, that's his logo.
I have.
So I
Just made it so that people could see
put
it.
his handle
But like that's
in white.
Yeah. But the orange part is
It's
all
great.
You.
It looks great.
That's all you. It's
It
all
looks great.
Orange.
Look there. I'll just
It matches
double it up.
It matches your shirt.
I love it.
Yeah.
It's perfect. I appreciate that you made that one. That's pretty exciting.
Tried.
Yeah, it is exciting. What else is on here? What else
Yeah,
is
what else do you
exciting?
want to see?
What do you have a favorite?
My favorite.
Yeah,
Um.
or a current favorite, as it were. I'm sure
I always
nobody
feel
can have like a solid favorite for all time, like, or at least I can't. I had to change my
Honestly,
mind.
probably toilet watching Scotia's probably one of my favorites.
Oh, moistly.
Moistly.
They're
Ah,
moist.
I
yeah.
don't like the word moist.
And it actually like
A lot of folks don't
sounds
like the word moist.
Yeah.
splat.
It's splats.
Like it sounds like that if you were watching it.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
We used to have one of Spot. Yeah.
Splat.
I think my all-time favorite though is probably when our old one of Spana Spalding, in his picture of his Speedo.
But that's why I put
I know.
the wiener.
I know.
Ah,
But I will
yes.
say- yeah.
Wiener
I know.
pants.
Yeah.
The
Oh,
wiener
this one's
out of
good
the
too.
red. Yeah.
But we totally
That
had
was
like.
hilarious.
Yeah.
Well, it's right over there.
He sent us like
This
a
picture.
6 foot. No, it's not 6
Oh, the
foot.
dog?
Like,
A
it's this
6 foot picture.
6 foot.
4 foot? 3 foot.
3
3
foot. I don't know.
I don't know. Yeah, it's great. I love it.
It occupied
It's a
a
big-
amount of
It's
space.
a pretty big picture. That's why we don't do data. And you look at the full sentence. It was a pretty big diameter.
Yeah.
It's a huge picture.
By like a huge
Fucking huge
side.
picture.
Fucking huge.
That's it. That's what it is.
Oh, God. Yeah, we're great.
Wait, so where's the picture? Is it here?
Yeah,
It's over there.
I got distracted by the dog. You were pointing over there, and then I was like, dog, gas mask, and then it was all, that was it.
Oh yeah, we have a
Oh,
lot
we'll
of
show
just
you
random
after.
weed things over there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Come into the corner of the basement. I'll show you.
I like it. I like it.
Oh,
So
poker lady, what?
Hey, poker lady.
Hey, poker lady.
It's like,
Poker lady has
I
been
can't get
hanging out with us
excited.
for like 4 years. She was one of our first people that come and hang out with us like 4 years ago every Friday.
yeah.
Sweet. That's pretty great.
She's an OG.
An
Super
OG.
OG.
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's so great.
Of distance.
Um,
Do you know why? Oh, no, I don't. I feel like we're gonna be told.
All right. What do
So-
you? What is
Maybe-
it, Lisa? Oh, she's just asking. I thought it was a joke.
I thought it was a joke too. I was like, is there a punchline? What's happening next?
there is a joke. That's a joke. Okay, I know what the joke is.
Oh, is it a joke?
She goes,
Okay.
why don't women know how to measure? Because our whole life we've been told this is 8 inches.
Oh. Okay.
Like, yeah, that's a long thing to write, right?
Yeah. I was like, I don't.
Got you,
yeah.
Mom. I know your joke. I'm carrying that shit on.
Oh, that's Canada gel. Yeah.
So, Paul, we had it. How did you feel this whole smoke session? We're almost over. Is there anything that you wanted to talk about that we like?
Oh, that's a
touch base on?
bummer that it's almost
I know,
over.
I
I could do
know.
this for like a while.
We'll have you back again.
Yeah, definitely.
I was like,
Yeah,
can
I
we tell? We
Where to
shout you
follow-
out?
well,
where do we find you?
Yeah, on
thing.
Instagram. Right. I keep looking at the thing and not this thing. And I'm very aware of like how opposite my head is. Anyways, yeah, it's at Lowlands Education. You got it on Instagram. I'm going to be getting a website going soon, but you could also email me at paul@lowlandscs.com. Yeah, for sure. So I mainly work with retailers, but you know, I'm not opposed to like private education sessions. Like, it isn't necessarily something I've, you know, but who knows? Like, I think that there's a lot of growth opportunity for it, and if folks are looking for education outside of like a retail model, you know, I'd be happy to deliver it, you know, to the best of my ability.
yeah.
And yeah, right now I'm working on like an actual training program which encompasses regulations and compliance in the first module, going into kind of an intro to cannabis in the second, then cannabis 101, so getting into cannabinoids and terpenes and flavonoids and
Wow.
kind of the science of kind of how that works within your system. And then, you know, the overview of what growing looks like in the retail space and the different types of soil and mediums and aeroponics and hydroponics and different ways you can do things. So, you know, kind of really familiarizing yourself. And then from there, I'm going into like a more depth, higher learning second course, which really dives into like esters and alkyds and like into like the really kind of the deep chemistry of cannabis and some of the like more emerging science that's like coming up. And again, I'm not a biologist or chemist, so I have to do a lot of reading to kind of teach myself this. And again, if I said anything incorrectly, I apologize. But no, I feel yeah, it's lots of fun, and I'm just waiting to see kind of where it goes. And
Awesome.
yeah, so if anybody needs help in the retail space, let me know.
That's amazing.
That's awesome.
And thanks for
Yeah,
having
Paul.
me. I
That was
really
like a
appreciate
huge
it.
That
It's
was
been
like a
such a
nice little
great
test at the end
time.
to be like, how stoned are you?
Yeah,
you nailed
right?
that test.
Oh, yeah,
Like,
I talk for a living, like literally that's what I do. So
Yeah, I know.
I
That's
gotta
super great.
yeah.
Amazing. Yeah.
Yeah.
So thank you so much for coming.
Of course,
Yeah.
I'd love to come back. This
Yeah.
was fun as shit.
Yeah.
Definitely
man.
have you
Yeah,
back.
definitely. You got to do all the data for
So
us.
Yeah.
check out Paul. Check him out on
Go-
Instagram
yeah,
and
go
his
follow him.
soon coming website.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck
Thanks
yeah.
for joining us, everybody.
Okay, we love you guys. Stay
Yas
baked.
to Cobb.
Yas to Cobb.
Stay safe.
We'll see you next Friday. Yep.
Next week.
Yeah, we'll see you next week.
Yeah, we'll
Next
see you
week.
next week.
Next
Do we have a
week.
guest?
I don't think we do.
I don't know. We'll let you know.
No, we don't.
No.
No. Next one is Dr. Brent Guppy,
Ooh.
Ooh.
December 16th.
Very cool.
That's
Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah, super excited.
Yeah.
But we'll see you before then.
Yeah, we'll see
Yeah.
you guys.
So yeah, it's to come and stay baked. We'll
Bye, guys.
see you
Stay
soon.
baked.
Bye.
Fucking nailed it.
That was so fun.
You did it.
Oh, buddy, the mushrooms.
I know. I was like,